And it was so funny. The news, they're so disrespectful. The news, it literally was talking about, the snow that's coming, and everybody's, buying up everything in the grocery store and all that. So they were talking about, and they never did fix the whole power outage thing. Everybody in the world knows about Texas and their foolishness over here, right? So, and they literally said, yeah, most of the power is going to be out.
And people might want to buckle up, because that's not that might not necessarily be an unusual thing.
Right, because they still haven't fixed it,
And they might have glitches when the sun is shining outside. They might be preparing to, there are some, some of the people that, the blacks that went to Africa, they finding out that it is absolutely normal for there to be regular power outages. So that might be this country's new.
I told you what they said, girl, last year. All of Nigerians did this spray they have. And I think you said you dated Nigeria, so you may have heard it before. NEPA, it stands for NEPA, right? So they were like, oh, NEPA came to Texas. So it stands for never expect power always.
Yeah.
Girl, yeah.
Everybody would go on talking about the new normal, but people don't really consider it, because the whole country got a makeover, and it's here to stay.
This foolishness. So the only reason why I'm laughing about it is because fortunately, we got plenty of blankets, and believe it or not, I finally started going through my changes. So I have this,
you good. I promise you,
I have these bursts of being like hot as hell.
You picked the right time of year. That's all I'm gonna say, girl. You good.
I don't know how that's possible, but whatever. So I'm on testosterone, but it doesn't matter. I still get these, and it usually comes in the middle of the night, and it doesn't last a long time, but I have these bursts of just being hot as hell.
I thought they gave you estrogen to compensate.
Yeah, if your estrogen is low. Oh. In my case, it's weird. My testosterone is low.
Well, girl, yes, I welcome you at the.
I wanted to tell the doctor so bad. I said, "You tell that to this beard, I have to shave off."
Right. I welcome you to the right season, child. You pick your body is cooperating with the Mother Nature. They tag teaming. Cause ain't nothing. Girl, yes.
I told you, I asked Mama. I said, when your mother died, because I don't call her grandmother, she ain't never been our grandmother. I said, when your mother died, I said, when did she stop going through the change? She said, the day she died. I said, oh my God, she was still going. She said, yes, she never stopped.
Yeah.
But especially that old school folks, they don't believe in getting medicines and level out your stuff, and so they just be suffering through it. Hell no. Whatever I need to get, I will get.
Yeah, when I was in my, I always had older friends. So I know when I was in my 20s, I had friends on both sides of the fence. One was gonna go ahead and suffer through it, and I fully understood. And another one was had the same perspective. She's like, these white women don't suffer through that, and we suffer through it just because. We.
On the other hand, I feel like she's been going through the change since she was in her 20s. I'll never forget that one day she Dallas, and she stayed with us because it was down the street from that contract she had that job with, and we had that snowstorm. Remember the Super Bowl in February a few years ago? And she went outside. I'll never forget it. She went outside in this little bitty thin summer shirt, sleeveless, okay, no coat, no nothing, playing in the snow, and she didn't find anything wrong with that. I said, you don't think you're going through the change?
Well, there could be a host of things at play, because I think that she has biological remnants from alcoholism, but I also know, and she has said aloud, I also know that she fighting tooth and nail the aging process. She will deny in a minute, because I remember when she had been turned 40, but I had said something about people over 40, and then I realized. I was like, dang. I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, her baby sister over 40. Now I realized she was in that number, so I included her. And she was like, oh no. She corrected me real quick. I was like, oh, you just gonna deny it? She's like, yep. I was like, oh, okay, as long as you.
What's wrong with being in your 40s? I love it.
Well, I think I have a whole new love, and I guess you really do have to get there to see it. You know what I mean?
Some people ask me how old I am.
But I have a new love for it, actually, with how the world has become, It is an accomplishment to get this far. Like, some of y'all ain't gonna see you making fun of my hot flashes. You ain't gonna never get to experience, because you living, you living dangerously out here in these streets. And acting like you're not, but that's okay. We've got different paths. I just choose for mine to be longer than yours. You choose. Okay. It's okay. You can be racier. I'm gonna go with longevity and wellness. That's just me.
Exactly.
That's just me. I'm crazy like that. But yeah. Perfect timing for you, honey. One of my girlfriends used to put.
At first, I was shocked because I hadn't been. Well, to me, I didn't think I was going through any changes. But then I thought about the fact that most of the time, and so I can get my room as cold as I want to be, and I'm always comfortable because he's not there. No heat in the bed. Then I was getting. I took note that I was getting these little bursts of being hot, and they'd be in 30-minute increments, and I would have to get out of the covers, and I'd be so hot. But the outside in the air, it really wasn't like 80 degrees, and I was like, I'm here. I mean, I'm going through the change. And so the light bulb went off.
And that was how, when?
That was the past couple of weeks.
Oh, okay.
It was recent. This is a recent revelation.
Okay.
Yes, this is all new. Like I just finished going through my annual. You remember? Well, not just the colonoscopy, but I had my annual exam. So the blood work and all those. Everything came back, and that's when everything came out.
Okay.
I'm diabetic now, which I knew was going to come eventually because I had gestational diabetes when I was pregnant. But I was, of course, me being the person I am, when they told me, you're still going to get diabetes because once you have it during pregnancy, you're going to get it later on. And I was like, oh, not me. That is of the devil. You know how I am, right? And, but guess what? I'm here. And so that's where I'm at. Me and my gifty behind me didn't work.
Hallelujah, amen. On God's time, sis. Look, on God's time, sis. On God's time. On God's time. You can't call it. You his favorite, but that don't make you be able to call the time, girl.
Okay, I'm gonna take that.
But you his favorite. But don't worry about it.
Okay. I'll take it.
Man, I love to just listen to you articulate some mess, child. Lord, between the two of us, it's a seesaw of shenanigans, honey. Verbal shenanigans.
Okay.
Oh, Lord. So how did the boys do in the tournament?
So he's gonna try out. He'll probably make it. Whatever. But he won't have. And he doesn't play football. But I think he would be great at basketball. I think he should go out for it because if he doesn't do a sport, he has to do PE, and he's gonna be bored as hell.
Probably because his mind is too active. I already know that about him.
Yeah, he's a traditional athlete, and I feel like PE is for non-athletes. I mean, I'm not trying to seem like I'm like this elitist type person, but
All you gotta do is plant the seed, though. He'll make the move. He'll make the move.
You think he will? I'll keep you posted.
Yeah. Cause even still, he really is his brother. And he'd be watching his brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's true.
So,
that's true.
I mean, even if a perfect example is you saw him shoot and you was like, dang, that didn't happen overnight, sis. So just chill. You just plant the seed. Don't be overzealous because that's when they be going the other direction. Right. Just plant the seed and and watch the flower bloom, girl.
I know, right?
But let me get off this phone, girl.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to let you know. Did I tell you about? No. I gotta tell you real quick. The real reason why I called you is because I had this medical bill that I put it. I don't know what I did with it, so I lost it basically. But I knew it was a medical bill. I've been having it for months, but I lost it, and so I didn't worry about it because it was so funny because I knew these folks were gonna call me eventually and try to get their money. And so they called me today. I just paid my bill, but it was funny because I told the lady, I said, I was waiting on your call. I'm asking you. This is the first time you called to get your money. I knew you. That she said, girl, you right. She's like Presbyterian. She's like, they gonna call and get their money. So I said, I'm so glad you called. This is the first time probably in history that I was actually waiting on your call. So I didn't worry about trying to get another bill cut because I knew you were gonna call me one day.
Girl.
She was laughing, girl. She was like, this is a crazy call.
Oh well, let us tag team then. Netflix. So they own they stuff. You know, we be seeing stuff before it happened, but it's the principle of the matter, right?
Right.
So we got a notice from Netflix like, thank you, we canceled your account as you requested.
Oh.
Yeah, as you requested, girl. So I was like, oh, word, okay, because I'm the perfect person to do that too, because I literally have not checked my.
Hey, you there? I'm back.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going. So what happened?
Okay. I hope it won't take long. But anyway, yeah, Netflix said your account has been canceled as you requested. Well, the reason why we had noticed because the bill was $2 higher. So all this was like, simultaneous or whatever. And so, your brother-in-law, so he decided to pick up the phone and call the people. We already knew what they was doing. They going up on everybody's account. We already know that. But we had been grandfathered into our original plan, and they couldn't get us out of that plan. So they were forcing everybody into this higher cost plan. We already knew what the hell was going on, right? And so we just want to see how they gonna weasel out of this shit because they just robbed us at gunpoint. You know what I mean? They just robbed us. And we know that's going to be the American way for a lot of things now. And there's nothing you can go. There's not going to be no recourse. People can deny it if they want to, but they're going to have to live it at some point because that's what it is. So, anyway, so we decided, okay, well, let's see what they going to do. And he was like, Lua, look at your email. Make sure they didn't send you no notice or anything, say that they was canceling or whatever. So I looked. The last thing was we canceled as you requested. So, okay, cool. So he picked up the phone and called him. And I was watching, man, I was listening to him talk to this dude, and this dude was doing so many backflips. It was hilarious. Because, you know, again, your brother-in-law and I are thinking people, so you can't just, we already knew before we called what it was, but you just have to blatantly lie in order to get out of this. So we want to see what lie that your system has come up with to tell people like us, who you can't just lie to. So, girl, they started doing all these flips, and he said, well, we requested, you know, whatever. And he was like, no, we didn't get no request. We did not request to cancel out. He's like, you have to go all the way to this and this page and this link to do all that. Nobody in this house did all that. So, no. So he was like, well, you just need to reinstate the account. And he's going to talk about, well, we can't do that. What you can do is go on and sign up and get a new account. And he's like, no, because then I have to get whatever the new rate is, and that's not what we were paying. There's no reason that we should have to pay a different price because you did whatever. You know, it didn't make sense. Make it make sense. Right. Then he came up with someone tried to hack our account. So then they can't, someone tried to hack, so that's the American way. They try to make you think they did you a favor because somebody was trying to hack your account. So they closed the account.
So I have to pay an extra couple of dollars just because you're trying to help me out.
Again, I gotta pay more because you try to help, because your security system is flawed, because someone was able to get through your privacy system that you promised me would be secure. So I gotta pay a whole new price? No, that's not. He's like, well, your account has been hacked, so you need to change your password. He was like, no, I don't. I'm in it right now. He was looking at it on the computer. My account is not hacked. Nobody tried to hack the account. And if it gets hacked after this, you did it. They was playing so many games, telling so many lies, girl. And he was like, well, you need to try to make it urgent. You need to hurry and change your password. He was like, no, I don't. There's no reason I need to change my password. And he was basically telling him, if everybody's going to be forced into a higher price for a plan, say that. Don't insult my intelligence and just rob me. Just rob me. So he was like, no, I don't. And so he insisted I don't have to change my account. There's no my password, and remember a whole nother password, because then I really will have to sign another account and then pay a whole nother fee. We knew at the end of the conversation we were going to have to pay more. He's like, well, let me talk to your supervisor. He said, well, I can't right now. You know, he's like, well, let me talk to your supervisor. He's like, he said, are you denying me to talk to your supervisor? So he put him on hold. And so we put him on mute because we was laughing because we know ain't going to be no supervisor.
Yeah.
Then he came, after a couple minutes, he came back he all excited. He's like, okay, what the supervisor has allowed me to do. Oh, you ain't doing nobody no favors. First of all, you lied. You tried to gaslight us into thinking somebody, if we was a weaker couple, we would have bought that and been thankful to you for doing us a favor.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, they tried it so much. So we know that they basically, Netflix has gone up for everybody. But for the people that were grandfathered into a particular rate, they just tried to just molest us financially.
Yeah, exactly.
Come here, let me get that booty, girl.
Right.
Like, what? It's still my booty.
Right.
Yeah, but we're going to have to get your booty like everybody else, though. We let you ride this long. Just say that. Don't come up with we've canceled your we canceled your account.
I'm gonna leave you on principle. You do that,
right? We canceled your.
Tell me the truth and be like, you know what? I get it. You try to go your business. It makes sense.
Right. Right. Right.
Don't be in the discussion. We want to get this back and forth.
Right.
Because you respected me enough.
Right.
To tell me the truth.
Right. Right. And that was the end of the thing. We just had time to play with your head because we knew you was gonna have to come up with 17 more lies to cover these 7 lies when you could have just said rates going up.
Just tell us the truth.
God damn.
Golly.
So,
Now you're gonna piss me off.
Yeah.
I'll keep arguing with you off principle.
Yeah. Yeah. Lucky for me, I got the time right now. Cause if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to use this as a stress reliever.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, that's it. I'm sorry, I took a little bit longer, but I still took the shorter thing.
No, I enjoyed it. That's fine.
All right, I love.
So much. I'm trying to get the house hot so that before my power goes out.
Girl.
I'll burn up everybody in this house.
Girl, do you have a space heater?
No, we don't have a space heater.
Yeah, space
I don't
heater.
know what he was buying because guess what? He went to the grocery store 2 days ago, getting ready for the day. So I don't know what he was buying at the Walmart. I have no
Okay.
idea. And I'm afraid to go downstairs. He probably done bought everything that was left.
Oh, okay. And those and hand warmers, you know, just random stuff. You'd be surprised what come in handy, you know.
Right, exactly.
All right. Well, we able to dig ourselves.
It's foolishness, but at least for us, supposedly it's only gonna last a couple of days. So
I hope. I ain't worried about it.
I told you, I'm about to burn everybody in this house up. You gotta pay me tomorrow when there's no power.
Or maybe everybody except you.
Right, exactly.
All right. Love you.
I'll probably love you too. I'll probably be feeling good. Like, ooh, this is love.
I know, right? You be like, oh, this is what I need. This right here, this is what the thermostat need to be set on.
Exactly. All right, girl. I'll let you.
All right.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.